Hello guys, this is Anish Vidya with another tutorial, and this is how to make a perfect bone structure like this. And you will have a Cmotion in it, something like this. It's a good run cycle. You just have to bind this bone thing to your mesh, and then you have a run cycle, which is awesome. It does have a walk cycle also. That's pretty fast, I know, but that can be changed pretty easily. And I'm gonna just quickly show you how to use keyframes. You just really have to you need to select the bones that are being used, and then just keyframe them while you're this is for Cmotion, by the way, if you don't know how to use it. So make a walk and make him walk, keyframe the things that are moving, and go along, keyframe, 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 and then you have a walk. So that's how we do that, and then you off Cmotion and you have a walk. Okay, so let's get to making our character. So we don't need this. Go make a character. By the way, watch my modeling tutorial to know how to model Minecraft characters. Each pixel in Minecraft is 6.25 centimeters in Cinema 4D. So I'm making a head now. Go to your move tool, so click on here. Go to under quantize, there's move enable, and type in 3.125 centimeters, and you should be able to move 3.125 centimeters when you move your objects. Let's make the body, and 25, 8, 12, 4, move it up, 4. By the way, if you didn't know, you can actually do math here, so just type 4 minus 2 and it'll actually minus it by 2. I didn't really know that. I just was thinking what's some weird sum, because I was counting the pixels and I was too lazy to just do it by myself. So yeah. But I will be adding fingers, so we want to make it 6.62.5, just to make this 10, because the fingers are 2 pixels in length, in size. So let's make the fingers here. 25 to actually, this is not how you make fingers, but I'm just gonna use this as a reference, I guess. So we have 2 blocks here. Copy and paste them, and let's make the legs. Make 25, 4, copy and paste. Okay, we have our body. Now select everything and press C to make it editable. Press Alt G. I'm gonna name them now, so I'll pause it. Name them. It's important that you name it or you can get a bit confused. Now just position it on the plane, on the grid, and now click on the body, and this is a very important tool to know. Click on the null, go under object, go to this thing and make it a circle. Make it 50 on the radius and X orientation to X and Z. And go to the axis move tool, I think that's what I call. Just move it to the grid. And this is an easy way to select your character. Just click on this, like that, and make sure you have that off, otherwise you can't. Now you can move it like that. But we're not going to be moving that only if we're moving the entire character forward and stuff like that. Otherwise we'll be using the control, the origin of the bones. Okay, so we have our character. Now go into front view, so function F4, or F4 if you have a Windows or something. Ooh, that's not in a good position. Okay, just type 0. Okay. Now, let's see. Go to character, join tool, make a tiny bone here, and then and since we have it enabled, it should be like moving 3.25 centimeters. 3.125 centimeters. And make sure you have root null off, so that, yeah. Now put this at the halfway point. Now make the arms, and since we have fingers, we'll just leave it like that. And let's just go here, click on that bone, and make the legs. Okay, so we have that. Now you want to select, go into this live select tool. Oh, that's not gonna work. So select the bones through here, select the arm bone and the leg bones, those three. Then go to character mirror tool and just click on mirror over here, and we should have that. We don't need a head bone because I'll just quickly show you what you need to do. Click on the head, go under spline and side, and change it to X and Z, and make it about 40, and just move it up to the head like that. And then, oh, actually make it a bit bigger, 50, name it head, and just grab your head, move it here, and drag your head. Oh, I'm gonna name the bones now, so I'll pause it. Back, I finished naming them. Before you move the head and parent the fingers, click on all your bones like that, and go to object and click on align. It's really important you click on this align tool, otherwise, or you can just go to joint align tool and click on align like that. It's very important because when you rotate the body, you have a problem where this rotates with the body and kinda weird, and the shoulders would rotate, and it's a big problem, so it's very important you do that. Okay, now we can parent, so drag the head under body 3, under the last piece of the body, which is this one over here, and if you rotate that, now it should rotate the head, so everything, so that's good, then that's how you parent. So grab the fingers off the left side, which is this one, grab it to that, and that to that. So we have everything parented. Now just bind it, so make sure you have it subdivided, otherwise when you bend it, it doesn't work. And the reason I have it pixel like this, so that I can make clothes and just extrude them out, like, and then once I'm done extruding, I would click on this tool here and go to live select, select the things I don't need, the lines I don't need, and go right click and click on dissolve, and it should dissolve it into the mesh, so you have one thing like that. So that's how you do that. So let's bind it, object mode, so you can see. Okay, right leg, character commands, bind body, you need the origin also, bind arm right, left, bind, and arm right, bind. Okay, so we have everything bound now. Oh, actually, we didn't need to do that. Before we bind everything, we need to, now we have our rig finished, but we need to add goals and poles, so this is the next part. So if you want goals and poles, let's delete all those binds. So that's how you do that now. It's the second part of the tutorial, I guess. So let's make the goals and poles. We need this out of here, grab all your other things. Oh, we need a separate, sorry if I'm confusing you, but group the, name it control, group all the bones into a different null, and yeah, so now let's make the goals and poles. So right click on the right leg left, or just right click on the first joint, which is this one over here, and add IK. Right click and go to character tags, IK, oh no wait, yeah, IK, and just now click on the IK and drag in your third bone, which is the last bone over here, and then add goal, add pole, and we need to make a new null. So make a new null, two new nulls, name this one goal, name this one pole, and grab the pole under pole, and goal under goal. Right click. If you're having problems, just comment, and yeah. So now do the same for the other ones. Drag the pole and the goal in there. We don't need one for the body. IK, drag, goal, pole, IK. The reason I have it on a different null is because I'll show you just a minute. And move it here, and move it. Yeah. Okay, so now when we move the control, we have this. So if it's parented, they would move along with it, and yeah. So can't really explain it. Now we need to move the poles into correct position. So I prefer the leg poles to be in front of the body like that. So click on them and go to object, make it a, I like it as a diamond, and camera to Z and Y. Oh no, X and Y, no, X and Z. So just move them out till about here. Yeah, that's about, yeah. And to see if it's good, just click on this, and these buttons up here, they say you move it like that. If you off one of them, it'll stop moving in that direction on that axis. So let's off the Z axis, no, X axis, and now we should have it moving on just these two axes. So it's moving the wrong direction. We want our legs facing this direction. So click on your two poles. Oh no, wait, click on the IK of it, and make the twist, squash, and why is it? Let's see, I think it's this, make the preferred route. Oh no, twist is over here. Okay, so twist under pole vector, just twist, make it 180, and go under the other IK and make the twist 180, and now we should have it moving correctly. Oops. Yeah, okay, that's good. And if you pass it, it'll turn around like that. And the reason you don't bind it before is then the legs twist around and stuff like that happens. Oh, and to change the color of this, you just click on both of them and on use color on the basics, and I like this color. No, I don't like it, but it goes with these two things here. Okay, so now let's make the arm poles. Move them here and up a bit, and right here. Object diamond. Diamond for Minecraft diamonds. Go color on it. Yeah, okay. Now let's see if it's working. It's working. Yeah, for some reason the arms are on a different axis. Just press X and Z. The shortcut keys for this is X, Y, and Z. So to switch, just type X and Z. What the? I guess it's a different axis. Okay, this is we need the x-axis, and we don't need the y-axis. Okay, so yeah, it's moving the wrong direction. What? Okay, so go to our thing and just our IK of the arm and just change it to 180. And now let's see if it's working. Yeah, okay, it's working. So now what do we have to do? Okay, let's make the goals and polls. Oh, let's bind it. Let's bind it. I think if I bind it now, it's good. So bind it now. Oh, I thought I wasn't recording. God. Bind. Oh, you need the origin, the body, 3 bones over here, and the origin. Just bind them to the body. The legs are these 3, of course, and bind it to the correct one. Leg right. Bind it to leg right. Leg arm left. I guess you can figure everything else out. I'm gonna soon make a UV mapping tutorial. It saved me so much of time. Just I was too lazy to use it because I wanted to be perfect and stuff like that. So I just made it in Photoshop and stuff. But yeah, we need to use UV mapping, so I'm gonna make a tutorial on that soon. So we bound everything now. Let's just check if everything's working. Oh, yeah, that's not right. The fingers are not moving. Oh, yeah, we need to parent it. So just put it there. Now we can parent it because we bound everything and the goals are working. And yeah, so now we have that. I'm not gonna go through a tutorial on how to bend the arms perfectly because it's you need to use a bool, and it'll be a long tutorial and it's kind of difficult and it's not very useful actually. I actually would prefer to use this. It lags your computer a bit because I use constraints, and constraints are a bit glitchy in Cinema 4D. But for some reason the other guy who made the rigid bends, his rig has no constraints, and I don't know how he did that. I think he used Cinema 4D, no, Espresso for that. Okay, so now we need to see if the body is rotating properly. No, it is not. See, you see that? It rotates with this stupid thing. So let's remove this. Let's just get this out of here. Move it here. Select all your bones. Go to Object and click on Align. Okay. Undo all of that. I think we need to unbind, so I'll be right back. Unbound it, and now this is not happening properly, working properly. So let's undo the twist, back to 0, and let's see if the legs are good. No, they are not. So back to 0. Oh my god, really? 0 and 0, and now let's see if the legs are working. Yeah, let's on the Y and off the Z. Oh no, the X. Okay, it's good. Now let's bind it again. So I'll be right back when I finish binding. It's working. Look. Okay, now it's not rotating like a retard, but now it has a weird bend to it like that. So to fix that, we need to click on our bone, go to character, weight tool, and I'm not going to go through this, it's going to take a while, so just click and drag and it'll add, and it'll weight it, and if you hold control and click, it'll just delete. It'll tell it what not to use, and just use the options over here. So let's undo all of that. Go into this mode. Okay, so Oh yeah, and you have to have the bone selected, and it'll show you the weights. Okay, so we have our everything done. Oh, forgot to show you how to do the goals and pulls. So select the arm, goal, and pull. Actually, all three, all the goals and pulls one more time. And this is the arm left, arm right, leg left, right, leg left. Okay, so we have them named. Now we go to dot, object, make it a square, cube, and change it to 32, I think, and X and Z or something. Oh, not 32, 13. Yeah, 13 is a good size. And yeah, so it's in good position. If it's not in a good position, just click on this axis tool and you can move it into a position that you like. That's why I have it in a null. If you didn't have it in a null, some stuff happens. You can't move it, otherwise it'll move the arm with it. So on the use color, change it to pink. No, something like orange or something. Now the legs, do the same thing. Object, cube, X and Z or something. 13. See, that's not in a good position. So now click on the axis tool and just move it up. And now off that. And now when we move it, moves the legs. Okay, so now we have our rig, our perfect rig. And the head, you move it just by rotating this thing over here. Visual selectors, I'll just show you how to use it, the basics of it. It's a bit confusing at the beginning. Even I was confused. Well, everyone's confused about stuff. So just group everything into a null. Go to character tags and visual selector, and just take a photo of your rig like this and just center it, or just make a camera and you go under the basics coordinates 0, 0, 0, move it into a position like that, go to the camera. Okay, that's a stupid way, just take a picture like that, save it, whatever, I already have one. So go under that, go to tag, not that, go to image, load an image, find it, PNG I think, pictures, yeah, Steve, no, and we have our Steve over here. So now to add a hotspot, which is to add a command, so when you click on it, that it'll click on the correct thing. So click on add hotspot. We don't really need to name it. So this is so add a hotspot. Go to tag, click on this star thing, I think, and find. Say we want the left arm, which is this, and it's this one over here. I want this one. So now we have a finish. We just need one hotspot for each. Now we add another hotspot and we make the right arm like that. So now we just want to do two, because if I do all of them you'll get bored. So now we grab this one's the right arm, so grab this one to the link, just drag it in there, grab the goal in there and make it a move because I'm moving it. Do the same for the left one. And so if it's the body and we're rotating it, we just change this to rotate and we move the bone in there. Oh, I forgot to tell you that we need to go to this and find our body. So we want to rotate it like that. Oh, and I also forgot. Control. Click the control and also make it a circle. Circle, camera X and Z, 35 or something. Move it a bit up. like that. And so now when we move it, it's basically the thing. Yeah. Now we need to just click on the body, Alt G. Oops, what did I do? What did I do? Alt G. Okay. Animate body. No, what the heck? Animate body. Move it up a bit. Make it a circle or whatever you want. About 35, X and Z. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, and then we can change the color and whatever you like. And then for this one, do the same thing, Alt G and stuff like that, and then make another circle. And we can just drag it into your hotspot thingy and make it a rotate. So, yeah. And now we have that done, so we have everything working. Yeah. Oh, that is not right. Oh, good, I found this mistake. So we can't move the null. We cannot move the null. How nice. Alt G. Now we need to make it a circle also. Actually, let's make it a circle. I like circles. And let's actually make it the Z and Y axis just to like show that we're rotating it this way. So now it should rotate properly. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the body done. Oh, long tutorial. And we'll make the Cmotion. So let's make a small Cmotion. I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm just going to show you the basics so you get an idea. So go to character. If you don't have Cmotion, that means you have R12, or you don't have Cinema 4D Studio, which is the full version of Cinema 4D, and I suggest getting it. And no, actually it's very expensive, so I don't know, it's your decision. So go to Cmotion, click on it, go to goal, go on to goal and grab, let's make the arm movement just one arm, and go make it a parameter. Go to action parameter, just drag the arm in there and click on add. Click on your arm, click on add, go on to parameters, go under parameters over here and make it a position, and find which axis you want it to go move on. So let's try the x-axis and see, and I normally put it at 150 this position, and if you move it, and if you take Cmotion, and if you move it, you should see it moving like that. Okay, so this is the wrong axis, so make it a y-axis or something. Yeah, okay, that's a good axis. Now we need to make the position of a run of the first few, I think the middle of a run, and then we can animate the next part of the run. Oh wow, this takes a while, trust me. Make it a position, just add another parameter into this and just change the axis, and now we should have 2. And if you move it to front like that, this is how I made my Cmotion. I made the first movement of the arm like so. This is like the point where he's landing on the ground, and then I would animate the rest by going a few frames. Go to the middle frame, animate the part where he's jumping up in the air, then oh no, never mind. Yeah, and stuff like that. It's true experience stuff. The body, this is, you need to first do this part. You need to get the control, which is this one. Go to Cmotion, drag the control, add a parameter, go to make it a position. But oh, you can even add scales. Pretty cool. There's a lot here. And the y-axis, I think, yeah, the y-axis 150 centimeters, and just make it like about here, and then move your legs forward or something like that, and just, oh, forgot to show you how to make the part. So right click, make and show in window, and hold control and click, and now it should, you see these lines. If when it goes down, say we move it up, then it should move up, and if you move it down, it should move down like that. And then that's basically how you do it. Yeah, and then you just look at a run cycle and just start making more dots and finding how it moves. And you can do the same for poles and the head, body, yeah, everything. Oh, and when you click on this, you can actually rotate it, and it rotates forward and back, something. And yeah, so that's we've basically made a good rig already. Should, like, how long was that? Oh jeez. So yeah, and that's a good rig for you. And all you have to do, and when you're done with your Cmotion, it should look something like this. Sorry, my Steve. These are all my characters, by the way. If I lose this folder, I'm dead. Run. Okay, so this is his run, and by the way, I added constraints and everything, so it's a bit laggy. And don't worry about the glitches in the legs, and I'm not moving the head because I can just animate them normally like that. So I have full control of it while in Cmotion. And I have full control of these poles, so he can run like a retard. You see these like small glitches, I don't understand why it's like that. And the walk. Oh, and if you watch my horse tutorial, horse rig show, you would know how to put it on a mountain and make him run up a mountain and stuff like that. And if I put this in a line, he should run in a line. Yeah, I think I'm pretty proud of this run cycle. Yeah, and if you want a camera to follow him, it's basically parenting. So grab a camera. Oops, just find a position, and let's go to the render settings. Render settings for good size, high quality, and save it whatever you want. QuickTime movie, and all I do is add a global illumination because I just want to I just don't like render times. It just slows my computer completely and I can't really use it. So now I just grab the camera, move it under the null, and go into the view of the camera by clicking that and press play. And for just reference, no, that's too big. And yeah, and increase the frames 2000. Okay, so thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm going to make a new channel so I can have something like YouTube partnership, and for my animations, I'm going to be making animations on that channel. This is my tutorial channel and test channel. All my animations are basically tests and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to make my animations. So that's about it. So thanks for watching, and Sorry guys, I forgot to mention. Now we have everything selectable through the editor and not through the thing over here. So we need to go under the control and see I have everything just labeled here. What these two buttons do over here is it hides it from your this hides it from your editor, so that's basically your screen over here, and this one hides it from your render. So if it's green, that means it's enabled, and if it's red, that means it's not. So say we want just this, if we want just the origin, you don't want it to be seen, and you say you want this to be seen, just make it green, and then you can see it like that, and you can't see the origin, which is parented to it. All the things parented to it gets affected. So see, like that, if I just off it, it's affected still. So if I on it, yep, and if I off it, like that. So yeah, that's how you do that. And then just go through all your control and just hide everything, all the correct parts, and say if the fingers, all the things parented, like the fingers, you need to make them green so that you can see them. Even the head, you need them green. The poles, don't really touch them. Yeah, and that's how you do that. Okay, so thanks for watching, and bye.